And topic number 2 today comes to us from Anthony from New Mexico. And Anthony writes, hello, Cody. I'm a big swim fan looking at the upcoming major swimming competitions. The 2022 Short Course Swimming World Championships hosted by Australia is coming up, and I have a few questions. How does USA Swimming select this team of athletes? In years past, it looks as though most major Team USA stars don't compete in this event. What's up with that? Do they care? Can we get your thoughts on this? Thank you. P.S. You are my favorite YouTuber. All right. Thank you, Anthony, for that question. And yeah, the big meet coming up right now, Short Course Worlds being held in Australia, and Team USA is going to announce their roster probably within the next week. And here's how their selection criteria works. And USA Swimming has always done this way. Although this is a short course meters format competition, USA Swimming is selecting their athletes based on long course meters performances. And I'll explain why. They will go down the list of all of the fastest long course times from the previous summer, right? Say the long course season ends August 31st, which is roughly the cutoff when we transition into short course. USA Swimming will look at from January 1 to August 31st, whoever has all those fastest times, they get offered spots first. And there's a criteria by which they do this. Let me pull this up. Okay, the first thing, so the first athletes that get offered spots on the Short Course Worlds teams are swimmers with the first and second fastest times in the 50 and 100 freestyle. So they prioritize the 50 and 100 freestylers first because those athletes have the most opportunity to win medals for the team. If you are a 100 freestyler, not only do you get to swim the 100 freestyle individually if you're first or second place in the country in that event, you also get multiple relays, the 4x100 freestyle relay, the 4x100 mixed freestyle relay. Then you've got the medley relays. There's freestyle slots on those relays as well. The 4x50 medley relay, the 4x100 medley relay. Then you've got the mixed 4x50 medley relay, the mixed 4x, like, there's so many relays. So they prioritize those first because that's where the medals are at. The second set of slots for the team gets offered to swimmers with the fastest times in each individual Olympic event other than the 50 and 100 free. So after they go 50 and 100 free, then they go, okay, the person with the fastest 100 breaststroke time, the fastest with the fastest 200 backstroke time, the person with the fastest 100 butterfly time. You guys, if those people, you're next. Then after that, then they select the second fastest time in the 200 freestyle. Once again, for the relay purposes, because you've got the 4x200 freestyle relay. And then the fourth criteria is the second fastest time in each individual Olympic event other than the 50, 100, and 200 free. And they do that because they've already selected the freestyle spots. So now they'll go for the second fastest 200 breaststroker, the second fastest 200 flyer. So that's kind of their criteria. And USA Swimming is sending a team of 16 men and 16 women. And a lot of the times, if you go back years and years and years, Team USA, it's not what you would consider their A-list team. It's not all of their best athletes. A lot of US high-level US national team swimmers don't go to Short Course Worlds for various reasons. A lot of them just want to prioritize long course. A lot of them, whatever. There's a lot of reasons. But last year, there was a lot of scrutiny for USA Swimming's decision to choose their Short Course World Championship team based on long course times because the last few years we have had the ISL. So typically speaking, Americans don't do a lot of short course meters racing. They just don't. But last season, obviously with ISL Season 3, we had a lot of Americans putting up the fastest times in the world or some of the fastest times in the world in these short course meters events. Most notably, Coleman Stewart set the world record in the short course meter 100 backstroke at the ISL, which was a dope race, by the way. You should totally check it out. It was sick. So he sets the world record, but because he's not first place or second place long course on the Americans list from that year, he didn't get invited. Like the world record holder in this event that just set the record didn't get invited to the team. That was a big deal. You've also got someone like a Beta Nelson, who is, by the way, an awesome female American swimmer, one of the top backstrokers in the world, short course, didn't get invited. So there are, and this happens all the time, right? This isn't something new. It was just so glaringly obvious because we had more short course meters competitions for the Americans to swim. But USA Swimming prioritizes the Olympics. That's it. That's why they select these teams based on long course performances. Also, I mean, the argument could be made they could host a short course meters trials, like we could have a trials. I think it would be cool if we had a trials, be more racing, more opportunity. They should do that. But the thing is, everything USA Swimming does, operating on the quarterly, what we call the quad basis, a 4-year basis, everything that they do is to benefit that Olympic team. Everything that USA Swimming does is to benefit the long course format. So a lot of times they'll offer, or not a lot of times, all the time, they offer those slots to people who have performed long course to give those people more international experience. They prioritize those long course swimmers. And a lot of times the great short course swimmers just get left behind and don't make certain teams. And that's just kind of a sad reality that we live in. And I wish that that would change. I wish that they would have a short course world's trials right before. A lot of countries do that. Lots of countries do that. But then the argument against that is like, look at the last couple of short course worlds. The Team USA has still topped the medal count. I think we had like 30 medals at the last short course worlds. Like 9 of them were gold. So it's like, well, what do you do here? You know, what do you do? I'm just in favor of more meets, more opportunities, more trials. I'm in favor of that kind of thing. But anyway, that's how that works. That's how USA Swimming selects their teams. It's based on long course times. There's a lot of controversy around it about should they or shouldn't they do it this way, but that's how that works. I hope that that answers your question, and it will be interesting to see who is on that short course world team. I know a number of athletes that are going, some top American athletes that aren't, but it'll be fun to watch. I'm excited to see how that goes. All right, thank you for that question, Anthony.